everybody. Scott X1307 coming back with another flea market haul, of course. Had a decent day at the flea market. Good news for the vendor. One of the early birds that had been missing for the past month or so showed up. Bad news for me, he wiped out all the most of the Silver and Bronze Age books, but I did manage to pick up a few pretty nice things. No big major keys or anything like that, but some good stuff, some Thor issues and things, and a little small stack of quarter books. Unfortunately, a lot of the books he's getting in are duplicates, things that I already have, and he's getting in multiple issues of the same books. But managed to find some pretty cool stuff. First, I picked up 3 things over this past week. Things I probably shouldn't have, but they were only $8, which is cheaper than anywhere else that I see these things sold. It's 3 new pop vinyl figures, and I only picked them up for one reason. They happen to be Walgreens exclusives. My local Walgreens finally started carrying the exclusive Marvel pop figures, and there's 4 in a set: Venom, the Black Suit Spider-Man, Punisher, and Spider-Man 2099. I managed to find 3 out of the 4, so I'll go ahead and show those first. I did pick up the Punisher. I don't know, I always liked the Punisher's costume, black and white, fairly simple with the skull on the chest, and he's toting 2 little guns there. Probably the cutest Punisher ever. I hate that word though, cute. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. Like I said, at SE Comic Con a few months back, they had some of these, and I mean, they were selling them for $20, $30 a piece. I know on eBay they go for anywhere from $15 to $20 separately a lot of the times, and in 2-figure sets they go from $30 to $40. But $8 a piece. I figured I'd go ahead and pick them up. So I grabbed the Punisher, the Black Suit Spider-Man, which of course is another one really cool. I think everybody likes this Spider-Man costume. And a Venom, which is the Venom looks kind of cool. It's got his tongue hanging out. That was pretty cool. The only one I haven't been able to find is the Spider-Man 2099. Actually would like to pick that one up now to complete this 4-figure set, and then I'm really gonna hold off on these pop figures for a while. They take up too much space, and even at $8 I can go to the flea market and get a stack of books. So I'm gonna call it quits with these for a while. But like I said, with the prices that these go for at cons and on eBay, I couldn't pass them up for $8. Luckily I had a little extra money, so it wasn't too bad. But they're pretty cool. I like them. Some people don't care for the pop vinyls. I didn't at first, but once you find one that you think is neat, you start finding a few more and a few more. So, but yeah, unless I find the Spider-Man 2099, I won't be picking up any more of these for a while. Alright, now on to flea market books. Like I said, I only picked up a small stack of quarter books and just a handful of priced books, and they were all like $2, $3, $4. Start off with the only DC quarter book I picked up, Firestorm number 11. It's a neat character, and this run is pretty decent, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and try to complete this run. It's not super long, but and some indie books. I found some issues of a series that I collected when it first came out. I collected up to, I can't remember, I have to go check my box. This first one might be a double, but I wasn't sure. I don't have it written down because I never see these books except for like the first, you know, 1 or 2 issues, which I know I have. But that's Sam Keith's The Max. Huge fan of Sam Keith's art. Really liked the Max series from Image. Like I said, I think I have like the first 8. I may have issue 9 already, but I believe it's a newsstand anyway, so what the heck. And I found issue 11. Number 12. And 19. Well, that was pretty cool. It's a series that I've wanted to pick up, you know, from where I left off, but they're not super expensive, but they're usually pretty hard to find. Seems like this is one of the early Image series that people really liked and try to hold on to. I know the last 2 or 3 issues are pretty dang expensive on eBay. I think it went up to 30 something. But, thought that was pretty cool. Definitely had to grab those. And I found this book. Tim Morant's video. He got a package from another YouTuber, Gore Vidal. And there was a novel in there by author Gene Wolfe. It was called Shadow of the Torturer, and I'd never heard of it, but I thought it was kind of neat. It always seems to happen. I'll watch somebody's video and there'll be a book or something in there, and then I'll end up finding it at the flea market. I found this cool Innovation Comics adaptation of that novel, Shadow of the Torturer. It only had issue number 2, but I went ahead and picked it up. Looks pretty cool. It's got some neat art inside, and looks pretty neat. Nice fantasy stuff. It's a pretty cool painted cover. So grab that. And then a couple of more fairly early Valiant issues. It's always a neat character, Exo Man-O-War. Picked up issue number 6. Issue number 7, which is, I believe, Frank Miller cover. And issue number 9. Exo was always a cool character, and figured I'd pick those up. I've got a pretty good run of Exo now. And on to some Marvel books. Picking up a good bit of this, the John Byrne's run on Fantastic Four. This is a pretty cool cover with Reed Richards in shackles. It's number 262. It's one of those Editor's Month books. But this cover's pretty neat. Now you see Reed Richards, you know, shackled there. It's part of the trial of Reed Richards, but it's got a neat menagerie of characters all on the cover there in red. Right, from the Thing and some Skrulls, some Shi'ar, Gladiator. Pretty cool cover. And I picked up 2 of these. This next book, I've heard of these. I have not seen these out before, but it is an Iron Man. It says this is number 15, but this is one of the military issue comics you could get from the PX. You can see there. It's got a Marvel salute to the men and women of the military. And I just thought it was pretty cool to find those at the flea market for 20 cents. So I grabbed 2. They are a little smaller than a regular book, as you can see there. But, it's a neat cover there with Iron Patriot and Iron Man. And I grabbed this issue number 1 of this Unlimited Access. This is one of the things after the Marvel versus DC. I have a couple of issues, but I did not have the first one here, so I figured I'd pick this up. And I think that'll complete that little mini-series. And I grabbed this next book. Wasn't sure what it was. The X-Men 198 Files. It's from the Office of National Emergency. Open it up and it's pretty cool. It's got you know, database kind of rundown of different characters. A lot of these I am not familiar with. Probably introduced in a time when I wasn't collecting. And I haven't collected like current or modern X-Men books since around, a little after issue 400 I stopped. I thought this was pretty cool. I always like these books. It's a good way to get information on different characters and things like that, so that was pretty cool. This I was happy to find in quarter box. Like I said, they're always five for $1, so they're 20 cents a piece. And if I can just find, I have issue number 1. If I can just find 2, 3, and 4, I'll have this little mini series complete. Long Shot, number 5 here, Arthur Adams cover, interior art. It's actually a pretty, supposed to be a pretty good series. It's got some great art in it. And then I grabbed this. Never really got into any of these the new universe titles that Marvel came out with in the mid-80s, but I know this character has gone on to become fairly important in the current, or what was the current Marvel universe. So I figured I would you know, pick this up and see what this character is all about. This is Star Brand number 1. It's in pretty good shape too. And I'm always happy to find Thor issues in the quarter box. So I grabbed this issue 330. It's in decent shape. Nothing really majorly wrong with it. A few little spine ticks and things like that, but it's pretty cool. It's actually Bob Hall. Yeah, Bob Hall interior art. Not bad. I found another issue, the World War Hulk tie-ins, X-Men. This is number 2 of 3. I have to double check, but I think I have all 3 issues of that now. And I think I only need one issue of the main World War Hulk miniseries. And then I can go and read that. And well, with Civil War being the next Captain America movie, and I know a lot of those books are starting to go up in price, I picked this up. This is War Crimes, issue number 1. It's a Civil War tie-in. I figured, what the heck. And like I said, that was it for the quarter books. I think it was like $3 quarter books. And then I just picked up, like I said, it was a handful of priced books. They're all 25% off. This first issue I was real happy to find. A lot of people have been picking this up lately. So I grabbed the Action Comics 544, the anniversary issue. First appearance of Lex Luthor's battlesuit and the all-robot Brainiac. I believe this book is in really sharp condition. Square-bound spine. It's not flat, it's not rolled. Corners are still sharp, still nice and white. Pages are, you know, white to off-white. Really good shape though. So I went ahead and picked that up. Found another Kirby issue of The Losers. I am 98% sure this isn't a Kirby cover, but it is Kirby interior pencils and story. And you know, anything Kirby I'm down for. And since you know, he was actually in World War II, the first one that I picked up and read was a really good story. I'm hoping this will be just as good. Really like this cover over here, where it shows, you know, our replacements are just kids. Just got me interested to see what's going on with that. And the rest are Marvel books. Picked up Warlock number 12. As you can see, it's a little printed a little off center, but other than that, it's in really good shape. A little crease down here at the corner, but it's not too bad. Lightly breaks color. But yeah, I pick up these Warlock books when I can find them in good condition and at a good price. And then some Thor books. Grabbed this issue 207. This is a special haunted Halloween issue. This is actually pretty neat because this is one of the Marvel issues that features the Rutland Halloween Parade. And you can see it's got a bunch of characters here. Shows you people, you know, on a float dressed up as different Marvel characters. Captain America and Thor, Black Panther, a bunch of different ones. But if you look there in the background, there's Batman and Superman. So it's kind of a unofficial Marvel DC crossover. I know they used to do this a little bit back in the day. DC would have Halloween issues and they would feature people dressed as Marvel characters. This is also neat because it has some of the creators actually drawn into the work. I believe it's Lynn one, Glynis one, Jerry Conway, I think it's Tom Brevoort, and Steve Gerber, I believe. Do you see there, he says their names. Jerry, Lynn, Glynis, Steve, and you know, that's Tom dressed as Nighthawk. And I thought it was pretty cool. They're actually part of the story. You don't, doesn't happen too often. I thought that was pretty cool. This book's in pretty good shape. It's got a little bit of this, I don't know what you call it, a little wrinkling down at the bottom. Maybe some some moisture damage, but the the interior pages, they're not stuck together, they're not miscolored there, so not sure what happened with that, but it is a Bronze Age store, which is always nice to grab at a decent price. I went ahead and picked up number 212. It's a really cool cover. Looks like these lizard men have Odin captured. Here's issue 218. This is in pretty good shape. And 219. It's got a couple of small little nicks right here in this corner. But, you know, not too bad. Less than $4. And now we're down to the last issue. And I'll go ahead and tell you, this book here is in pretty rough condition. It had a sticker on the front, says that the cover is loose, and it is. It's mostly detached. It's kind of just hanging on. But it's, you know, for me, it's a fairly early Fantastic Four issue. It's got a pretty great cover with Dr. Doom and the Fantastic Four, and it is one of the issues where Dr. Doom actually steals the Silver Surfer's powers, and so it's got Silver Surfer in it, and you know, that was the kicker for me. It's Fantastic Four number 58. Like I said, you can see the spine. It's been rubbed and rubbed, and it's kind of like right here, it's just barely hanging on this staple. This one is unfortunately got that tear. But you know, the cover art is still pretty clear. So this Jack Kirby art, Dr. Doom, Silver Surfer. Yeah, it's only a few bucks, so 25% off. Couldn't pass that up. Picked up a couple other things. They were for Jennifer. Some Doctor Who comics from the new, I think it's IDW, that does the new series. Or maybe it's Titan. But he had those for just a couple of bucks. And there was a Marvel team-up featuring Spider-Man and Red Sonja. Picked that up for as well. But all in all, it was like it's a little less than 30 bucks. Not bad. Not bad for all these and all these. That would be you know, just a few current books from the comic book store. And I got a I believe it's still Silver Age Fantastic Fours and Bronze Age Thors, so yeah. And of course, these pop figures I picked up at Walgreens. And that's it. That'll do it. Ooh, my voice cracked. God. So, I really appreciate everybody watching and all the comments. I know sometimes I'm a little slow at getting back to comments. I'm trying to get better at that. Seems like there's always something going on, though. But I really do appreciate everybody watching. I am getting close to 300 subs. I believe last time I checked, I was like 292 or something like that. So hopefully I'll get to 300 soon, and probably do a little contest or something to kind of celebrate around the time I reach 300, just to say thanks to everybody. So keep an eye out for that. Hopefully that'll be coming in the next couple of weeks. But we'll see how the subs go. So, thanks again, everybody. Appreciate it. Hope y'all take care. And like always, even if the cover is detached or a little loose, keep reading those books. Just be careful with them. Later.